The list of tech executives heading to Mar-a-Lago to meet with the president-elect is growing.
We have learned the CEOs of TikTok and Netflix are in talks with Donald Trump, who is stacking his staff with people who have a history of being tough on big tech.
National correspondent Atra El-Nashar reports from Washington.
They're some of the richest people in the world behind arguably the most influential companies. But as Republicans are about to take sweeping control of Washington, tech giants have plenty of reason to be nervous. Very nervous.
Your company and every social media company needs to do much more to protect children.
For years, Republicans have been leading the charge and accusing social media companies of putting children in harm's way. They also claim the tech industry overall has a liberal bias. Republicans are about to take majorities in both the House and the Senate and control the White House. If enough of them agree, they'll have enough power to pass laws that could upend how tech companies operate. It's why just about every industry leader you can think of, CEOs of Apple, TikTok, Google, Meta, have gone to President-elect Trump's Mar-a-Lago residence to meet privately.
In the first term, everybody was fighting me. In this term, everybody wants to be my friend.
Even Ted Sarandos, co-CEO of Netflix, who's donated to Democrats in the past and whose wife served as an ambassador under the Obama administration, meeting with Trump Tuesday.
I think what you're seeing is companies wanting to get on Trump's good side to start.
They know the risk if they don't, says Adam Kovacevic, founder and CEO of Chamber of Progress, a left-leaning tech industry coalition.
Trump's first administration often regulated companies based on how nice the company was to him personally.
Executives also want a seat at the table, especially when it comes to setting AI policy. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman and AI startup Perplexity each expected to donate $1 million to Trump's inauguration.
A lot of the tech industry's biggest problems right now are a need to cut red tape, build more data centers, and most people in tech would love to see Trump cut through that red tape.
Tech isn't the only industry with these hopes. The banking sector is also optimistic Trump will cut regulations. The president-elect says many bank executives have been calling him. In Washington, I'm Atra El-Nashar.